Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my flipping farm. Today we are going to be adding on 5 new accounts. We'll be going up to 35 accounts. However, first up here we need to check the results from the last week. So we have my first account open here and we'll go check all of my 5 selling accounts. After we do that, I'm going to calculate the percentage that we sold so we can have a good idea of what items we want to add on to when we make the new accounts. So to start off here, we sold off all of the pure essence, which is quite nice. All of the fire runes, which is good because they were selling for 6. And all of the iron arrows. So we didn't quite sell all of the air runes. So we'll just pull the offers out so we can count how much we have left. And we didn't sell all of the maple logs either. And we have quite a few of the maple logs left, 154k of them, so that's quite a bit. Okay, on account number 2, we sold all 500k of the pure essence, which is quite nice, and all 400k of the fire runes. The air runes, we do have some left, however, we did sell most of them. We have about 78k air runes left. So we're just going to go ahead and transfer this back over to my main account so we can have it all together. To make it easier to look at. Alright, on account number 2, we sold off all 500k of the pure essence, all 400k of the fire runes, and we have a similar amount of air runes left over as well, 97k. Okay, so on account number 3, we sold off 674k pure essence, 408k fire runes, and unfortunately not that many of the air runes. So we're gonna have quite a few air runes left over on this account. 343k, that's a little sad unfortunately. However, on account number 5, we actually sold everything off, which is nice. All 300k jugs of wine, all 300k vials of water, and all 400k of the earth runes. So once again, we'll just trade that back over to my main account, and we'll go have a look at the total amount of items that we have left over, and maybe what we're going to do for next week. So we only have 2 items left over. We have 586k air runes and 154k maple logs, which isn't too bad, honestly. So we just went and quickly added a new section to the spreadsheet, which is going to be the percent sold, because I think that's another important metric to keep in mind. So everything was 100% except for the maple logs and the air runes. The air runes sold 67.5% of them, and the maple logs only sold 64% of them. So now we're going to go ahead and make 5 new accounts, which we'll start buying as of today, so they won't be included in today's profit total. So now I just wanted to go through my thought process here and show you how I'm deciding which items are going to get new account slots given to them. So these two numbers are important together, I think. So we have 200,000 bought on the air runes, yes, which is extremely good. We bought 100% of the air runes that we tried to. However, they only sold 67%, so we're probably going to leave that for now. Earth runes, we got 176k of them last week, which is quite good still, and 100% of them sold. So I think I'm going to bump that up to 12. Water runes, while we did sell 100% of them, we only bought 37k per account, so we'll skip that. Fire runes, we sold all of them off and got 178k per account, so I think we're going to bump that up to 12 as well. Mind runes, we did not get many per account, only 47k, so we'll skip that one. Pure essence, we have 15, and we still got 145k per account, which is exceedingly good. We'll bump that up to 18. We bought a lot of maple logs, but we did not sell them off quickly enough, so we're going to leave that for now. I think we're going to bump each of these up to 4, except for the maple log. And honestly, I'll just probably bump up the fire rune one more and the earth rune one more. So there we go. But that brought us up perfectly to 30 accounts, 90 offer slots. So we'll go ahead and make the new account, put in the offers, then we'll go check our profit from this week. So now we need to create 5 new accounts. So I've opened up 5 copies of Runelight, and we're going to go ahead and run through Tutorial Island and get 7 quest points. For those who don't know, I need 7 quest points to be able to trade on the Grand Exchange, which is a very important function of these accounts. So I need to go complete 3 quests. I'm going to do Cook's Assistant, Goblin Diplomacy, and Doric's Quest. I have all the items already stacked on my main account, so we'll have to go run through Tutorial Island, trade them all over, and then go finish those quests, and then ferry everyone over to the Grand Exchange. So I've never done this with Runelight clients. I think it actually is a little more leggy than doing it with the default client for myself. So hopefully my computer doesn't crash, and let's start this process. Alright, we made it through Tutorial Island. That was definitely not my personal best in any way, shape, or form, but we are done. There's a whole bunch of new dialogue on Tutorial Island now that kind of caught me off guard. There's the account management guy that used to be the financial advisor. Now the wizard asks you also if you are sure you want to go to the mainland and asks if you want to be an Ironman. Interesting minor changes, but there we go. We're done with Tutorial Island. We're going to go get the 7 quest points and then we'll be done. So that is all of the 7 quest points that we need. We just finished up with Goblin Diplomacy for the 35th time. So then we'll go ahead and ferry our accounts to the Grand Exchange. Then we're going to go claim all of our offers from the last week. So once again, we have to go through the painstaking process of logging into like 30 accounts and transferring over more money and adding in new offers. So this week, once again, we bought out the entirety of our offers for air runes and fire runes. Now, the big difference between these two is fire runes actually totally sold off this week, which is amazing considering that we got 250k offers on some of those accounts, which means we should really be adding on fire runes. Now we got 2.2 mil air runes. The big problem is we can't probably sell those all off right away, and we got 1850 fire runes. The amount of pure essence we got this week was quite a bit less than last week. We only got 1.5 mil in total from 15 accounts, so not amazing. Water runes we got 754k of, so still quite a bit less than the other runes, and mind runes we got about the same at 705k. The other items did pretty well. Once again, we got quite a few maple logs. We got 493k of them, so we're gonna have to maybe change that for next week because we have not even sold off our offer from the previous week. We got 214k vials of water, 384k jugs of wine, 390k iron arrows. We will probably add on more iron arrows because our offers for that were only about 100k each, and they were totally completed on all of the accounts. Feathers are still pretty slow, but probably worth doing. And in total, we got 10 mil 282k items, which is a little bit up from last week, but that's probably just due to random changes in the market because we did not add on any more accounts. So I was still buying on 25 accounts. So I'm gonna go transfer these items onto my selling accounts. I'm going to probably try one extra this week. I had 5 before, but actually I have a 6th one I could try. And maybe with that, we'll be able to sell off most of the air runes and the maple logs from last week. So now we're gonna go dump those items onto our sell accounts and add items on accounts 30 to 35, which will give us 30 active buying accounts. So on account 31, we are going to add on fire runes, and we'll do 250k of them because they have been coming through so quickly this week. Earth runes, we're just gonna do 200k earth runes, and we're gonna do more pure essence. Even though we didn't get a lot this week, that could be for several different reasons. So we're just gonna stick with the original plan. And we are just going to repeat that on account number 32. We'll do 250k fire runes, 200k pure essence, and 200k earth runes. So right now we still have 150 mil on my main account, which should be enough for quite a few more accounts. If we give each account 5 mil and account for a bit of overlap when we're trying to sell the items off, I think that should be a good buffer. I mean, we are going to be getting hopefully about 10 mil profit per week. And probably more as we expand the accounts. So with that in mind, I think 150 mil should be sufficient to get to a point where I don't really need more accounts. So once again, pure essence, earth runes, and we'll probably do 250k fire runes once again. Now, getting 250k of every item in a week is very uncommon, so this probably won't last forever, in which case we'll probably have to readjust our accounts. At this rate, I could just up the amount I'm buying per account, and I wouldn't even need to really add on more offer slots to this. So on account number 34, we're gonna do feathers, which we're buying for 2 GP each. We'll just put an offer in for 200k because it take a while. We are buying the jugs of wine for 3 GP each, and we'll go for 200k as well. And last up here, we are going to do iron arrows, which in hindsight, we probably could have added more per account. We will be buying them for 7 GP each, and we'll go for 200k of them. And last up on account number 35, we're gonna do the Vial of Water. Just want to double check the buy price on that again because that would be unfortunate not having the right one. So we're going to go for 200k of them at 4 GP each. We are going to do another offer for fire runes at 250k fire runes. And last up here, a final offer for earth runes. And finally, that extremely annoying process is done. So all the accounts are set up. We're just gonna go update our spreadsheet and then we will pretty much be done. All right, guys, so the very last thing we need to do is update my spreadsheet. So we've gone ahead and calculated how many items we got per offer slot. So we got 2.2 mil air runes, which is about 244k items per offer slot, which is exceedingly high, although we have the issue of selling it off, but it's still great. Earth runes, we got 1.5 mil, which equates to 175k items bought per offer slot. Still exceedingly good. Anything over 100 is really good, to be honest. Water runes, we only got 83.7k per offer slot. Not nearly as good as the other elemental runes, but still up there. Fire runes, we actually got over 200k as well. Apparently we had a few offers at 250k in there. Mind runes, we got about 78.3k bought per offer slot, and pure essence is still a bit over 100 at 101 bought per offer slot, which is pretty good considering that we have 15 offer slots set to pure essence. The vials of water have a per account total of 71.3, the jugs of wine are at 128k, maple logs are at 164k, iron arrows are at 130k, and feathers are at 67k, which is the lowest of all the items. So this averages out to about 131.8k items per offer slot per account. Our profit was a little bit higher than last week, not by much, but it's bringing us up to 319.7 mil. So we have profited 20 mil in about 2 weeks so far, which is pretty good in my opinion. So the best performing items right now are air runes, earth runes, fire runes, and pure essence. However, we will really need to wait until next week to really determine which items are going to be the best, because we have to see if we can actually sell off the air runes, and if the fire runes continue to be good, we're going to add on more of those. But I think ideally I would keep adding on accounts to, air runes, earth runes, fire runes, maybe pure essence, but we want to get them maybe down to between 100 and 150k per account, because this seems a little inefficient and could definitely use some more accounts set straight to buying these. And I'm thinking next week I will even add on a completely brand new item from free to play. I'm not quite sure which one it's going to be yet, but I want to add on one extra item for next week. Anyway guys, hope you're enjoying this series. If you did, don't forget to leave the video a like. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.